Welcome to the channel, everybody. We're starting off this wonderful new week. Welcome to Crisis Psychic. And so it's the 22nd of April, and we're starting off this week heading into a full moon of Scorpio. I'm going to talk about a few things, so relax, comment down below, and I think it will give you some good guidance as always as we're finishing up the month of April. Next week will be pretty much complete. So, as we talk about, and those that are new to the channel, welcome. Those that are old, North Node fam, you know what to do to make sure that you're paying attention to your life, okay? Journaling, looking at aspects that are going on that, that's going on in your life. If there's some repeat cycles, maybe from last year, looking at it coming into April and finishing up this April where there's some repeats, maybe some completions, especially with us in eclipse season. Every year we're in eclipse season several times a year. But as you well know, or if you're new to paying attention to eclipses, this was the first time in 20 some odd years plus that we actually had a full eclipse in the North America location. Okay, so that's with all the bliss and all of the different energies, because it was just such the focal on this side of the earth. Okay, so we're part of the solar system. If you're not familiar or familiar, go back to earth science or currently review that. We are moving to testosterone energy residing on this beautiful earth, okay, that we chose to be on. And so we have a lot of different planets that we're part of the solar system that comes in and out, and it takes years for the planets to gather conjunctively and to spread out, because we're moving, okay? There's not fast pace but consistent pace with all the other planets. So as we're in this week, we have Mercury still in retrograde, and Mercury will be opening up his eyes and speeding up as he took a break around the 25th, and he'll be moving in his post-shadow phase. So we'll be feeling a different energy in May. Okay, so stay tuned for that. And so if you've been looking at some things reoccurring in your life, revisiting, that's the reason and why. Mercury helps us to slow down in our communication, to look at areas closer while he was resting in Aries, okay? So Mercury works with us very well. And now we moved out of Aries season, and then we moved into what? Taurus season. So welcome, Taurus babies that are here. Happy birthday to you. So we're now in Taurus season, okay? And that lasts us for 29.5 days as the sun spotlights that particular celestial energy that you was birthed through. But keep in mind, you should know your moon and your ascending. Those things are important, in that you know your birth chart. There's 12 houses in the birth chart, so understand that is more. And I'm probably going to be a little winded today because I have a lot to say, and I'm just going to go with that. Pay attention to your houses, okay? The houses are all the zodiac signs, and they're important aspects about you, not just collectively or internationally throughout all the confrontations or different elements throughout the earth, but how does it affect you on a personal level, so that way you can navigate through your life successfully and know where the pit holes are and where the challenges are, and yet you can navigate through those obstacles, let alone just the regular obstacles in this life, and residing on wherever, if you're in the northern hemisphere, your southern hemisphere, wherever you may reside, okay? So I'm going to pull some cards about raising our vibration focus for this week. I'm going to go into my diary, give you a heads up about the full moon in Scorpio, give you some tidbits, some keywords about that, pull some moon cards, and if I'm guided, to go into the tarot as well. Okay, so enjoy this segment with me. I'm glad to be here, and so much more. So Thank you, Spirit guys. What do you have to say to us about raising your vibration for this week? Stop. Okay. We have my aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. My aura is magnetic to golden opportunities. Yay. Okay, so golden opportunities. You've been working on some areas. Now, opportunities may not be big blasts, but opportunities that have been coming, that are coming through, or you've been currently working on. So those blooms will open up for you. Keep in mind, it also has to do with the energy that's been flowing from the eclipse that's come through, and the previous eclipse, and then the full-blown eclipse here in North America, and also wherever you're located at, you're getting those windfalls that are coming through that. Now, windfall that I'm saying, there is some windfalls that people are getting, but it did come through the fact that you were planting good seed and good soil from last year. Okay, and so now they're coming into bloom. April flowers, April showers bring May flowers, right? So May flowers are bloom, okay? And we're still in this wonderful equinox, spring equinox. We're in spring, okay? So your aura is magnetic to golden opportunities, okay? And then we have I trust in my gifts, but it came into reverse. It came in reverse. All right. Now that reversal is you to check out through Mercury retrograde is, what are your gifts? Okay. What are your gifts? Have you been endowed in some new gifts that you can trust in through the solar eclipse? Maybe there's some new gifts that's come through the download because you've been spending time meditating. Maybe there's the new gifts because you're actually new to your journey, and you may have connected to me. You may be seeing numbers, or you've been sitting down and decided, hey, this one path no longer has been working for me because I was told that was my path, through upbringing or whatever that may be. And so you're now being endowed into those gifts. Okay. And then the other one is abundance is a state of mind. Abundance is a state of mind. Overabundance, okay? State of mind. You know what that is for you. We don't have to get into detail about that, but maybe take a screenshot of that and make that part of your theme for the next couple of weeks, okay? So I do want to get into the full moon in Scorpio and talk to you about some of the key elements. And I'm going to my diary, taking notes, and going to share with you what I got out of what is to come sitting in meditation. Also, we have some new black holes that are very close to us. 2 new black holes that have been developing in our solar system that is closer to us. You can research that on astronomy.com. Those that love the stars, part of the astronomy aspect of all of us looking into the solar systems with your telescopes or doing your research. Just a little side note, I have focused in astronomy in my undergrad studies because I didn't want to take a harder class, but come to find out it was hard. Okay, it was hard. I thought I was dodging something, but I wasn't. And so I ended up taking astronomy for quite a few years in undergrad. And then I did the labs. And so I fell in love with it and continued to study it. And I, years and years from that. Okay. So there's 2 new black holes. You can research it, and it's part of our Milky Way. So those are some portals that have developed in our solar system and hemisphere that's closer to us. So check it out and see how that can work for you as well. Okay, so the full moon in Scorpio, some key words is aftershocks, adjustments, release of any jealousy, and healing. Okay, so the full moon will come on April the 23rd, which is tomorrow at 4:48 LA time, and Eastern Standard Time is 7:48 London. is at the brisk of early morning in 48 minutes. And then Sydney, those out in the southern hemisphere, April the 24th at 9:48 a.m. And then London time, 48 seconds into the new day of 24. Okay, so this full moon is always about working with balance, along with we've had so many other energies that's coming in, but the sun is in Taurus and then the moon sign is in Scorpio. So we're going to be asked to find our balance between being practical and feeling our feelings, okay? And also some rising energy that keeps us nice and balanced. So we've got this earth and water, okay? There has been a lot of changes that's been going on with yourself, and subtle changes, not major blasting changes, but subtle changes, because what? The earth is always evolving and moving, so it brings about subtle changes, but the influence is here. So you want to make sure that you put your foot down, make sure that you're balancing in your earthy energy. Make sure that you want to remember anything that was badly presented before you, make sure that you'll know that you will bounce back. I know there's been some challenges economically with a few people, or let me know down in the comment if you want to be transparent, but there's been some economical challenges with people with homes and where they live and different things of that nature. And so those are different new horizons that may be for you to adjust and pivot, okay, into your life. So there can be some different things like that. Make sure that many of us have entered into, well, all of us has entered into Jupiter and Uranus that kicked in on Friday. So you want to take extra care of how you feel and making sure that you're not acting out of character in any shape or form with yourself. Okay, Jupiter and Uranus has a lot of expansion and newness, immediate changes that make it be innovative in your life. So pay attention to that. Okay, you want to take a review of your life as well, reviewing some things that you've been seeing for the past 30 days. Archangel Jermiel is associated with the sign of Scorpio. So the Archangel who gives us a life review after we've passed over to the other side. So that other side can be leaving this physical realm into the new realm, meaning life after death and physical. Also, it could be a transformation of life and death within this realm. Okay, and so you may see in the tarot, if you pull your own cards for yourself, you may see the Tower card, or you may be seeing the Death card a lot because of transformation energy. Okay, so you know how people who have near-death experiences, these are my notes that I'm looking at. So they may have some flashes. You may be getting flashes during this time. Now, again, that doesn't mean you're dying, physical death, but flashes of past memory or a flash or premonitions of stuff to come. Okay, pay attention to that, flashes and dreams. All right, so Jermiel, Archangel Jermiel, or however you want to say it, is very active and brings in good news. So you don't have to wait until you're on the other side to do life review. As I was saying, you do a life review here. You can call on Archangel Jermiel and ask him to help you look and be brutally honest with your life and where things are going, and making room for improvement or adjustment. Okay, so you can ask for Archangel Jermiel, invoke him into your life during this time to do a review to help you look at things. It's good if you do practice your altars. Those that are here that use their altars, their ancestor altars, their angel altars, or their goddesses, or whatever way you work with your altar, work with your altar. Sometimes you may even bring in one of the goddesses or gods, or one of the saints, to work with your energy during this time to assist you during transformation energy. You have to study that though to see who are you supposed to work with for a short term or long term. Okay, I do share that as whatever your spiritual journey is. I do suggest that. Okay, so let me give you some of the background of how this full moon works with your star sign or your rising sign. Okay, so I'm going to tell you which houses it rests in so that you know. That's why I mentioned the chart earlier. Aries is in your, if you're Aries, sun or rising during this time in Taurus energy and Scorpio and full moon. Okay, Aries, the full moon, this energy is in your 8th house. Taurus is in your 7th house. Gemini is in your 6th house. Pardon me. Cancer is in your 5th house. Leo, your 4th. Virgo, 3rd. Libra, 2nd. Scorpio, 1st. Sagittarius, 12th house. Capricorn, 11th house. Aquarius, 10th house. And Pisces is in your 9th house. Okay, so these are some areas you want to check to look at where this moon sits in your in your star sign or your rising. That's your ascending or rising. Okay. So another thing, full moon is also deals with forgiveness from within. So take time with that forgiveness from within. Okay, where you want to, a couple of questions you can ask yourself is, which changes in your life have recently thrown you into a loop? If that's something that's occurred, what do you need to do to feel more settled in your life? And third is, have you been behaving in any kind of manner, toxic manners towards anyone, whatever toxic means to you? And if so, what are you going to do about that? Those are the questions to elevate yourself, moving you through this full moon cycle and moving you into the next 29.5 or 30 days. Okay, so pay attention to that. So that's your cap for the full moon in Scorpio. Okay, now I'm going to pull some cards in reference to the moon, the moonology aspect of us. Very important. Take notes. Let me know how you've been feeling in this Taurus energy with down below. And have you been doing a life check, reviewing yourself? Lots of times during this energy, there is shadow work to be done. Looking at yourself, pulling questions. We did shadow work a few years ago with the overseer psychology of Carl Wang. A few years ago, I believe it was in 2021. If you was in that segment with me in Zoom, comment down below. But we did a lot of shadow work. Shadow work is all the time, okay? Whenever your energy is called to do a review of yourself, okay? So what do you have to say about this moon and stuff? All right. And let me know if you're pulling cards during this time as well. Your whatever cards that you may operate in. Have you been pulling cards, taking time? Feeling like doing any planting, even if it's not your thing. Sometimes we're called to do that. You can also do some moon water with this Scorpio energy of this full moon. Go on ahead and do that. It will be great to put it in a glass jar and water your plants and water yourself. Okay, drink the full moon energy to illuminate, to bring yourself into a higher vibration if you feel that you need to be elevated from within. Okay, also we have, let's go into the cards for it. So the energy of the full moon is gaining momentum. All right, so the energy is gaining momentum. Okay, so things are starting to pick up speed. You probably, comment down below, have found that after the eclipse that we had, that things felt a little more calmer, a little bit more calm, whatever that may be to you. For me, I felt it. I felt things a little bit more settled. You know, I know definitely when the sun came out, he was super brighter, but I definitely felt more of a shift, a slower shift behind that. Let me know if you felt that and how have you been working with that. So the energy is gaining more momentum. Okay. And then we have you are good enough. You are good enough. Okay? You are good enough. So if you've been doing some changes or feeling a little off, if it came in this way, feeling that you're not good enough, you are, and they're coming in this way, you are good enough. So pay attention to your energy. You need to confirm yourself, affirm yourself. Okay? And last but not least, we have conclusions are within reach. Conclusions are within reach. Full moon and eclipse. Okay? So conclusions are within reach. So if you've been coming to a maximization where things are feeling maxed out, conclusions are within reach. So that maximum energy are coming to a conclusion. You're getting some answers for it, and go on and roll with that. Now the answers are coming to reach is for you to work within those answers as well. Okay, so work within those answers. Don't get off, of it, and be careful. Don't share it. It's your own personal thing. Okay, some things are just what it is. It's personal. All right, and so I am going to pull some tarot with that. So hang with me. If you reach to this far into the video, thank you for sticking it out with me. Keep in mind that I do offer personalized reading sessions along with other sessions in my website. So check it out. It's very personal, private as well. And you can share it with your friends and family. I do offer a different spell work as well, according to what your needs are. And they're not a one-pop shop. They are designed and worked with on an individual basis, because I work with your energy and your circumstance, one individual person at a time. Okay, comment down below if you've been with the channel for a while. If you miss us doing our full moon rituals that I would offer on our community altar, let me know if that's something that you may be interested in bringing back. I've taken a hiatus from that for a while due to just listening to what Spirit has shared with me. Always listen to your inner self and who you are as a spiritual being. Okay, so let's see what you have to say in the tarot. What do you have to say about this energy for this week for those that are watching, and inclusion of the full moon if you so guide? Stop. Let me know what goddesses or gods that you're working with on a personal level, if you choose to share in the comments down below. Let me know who you're working with during this season, and they'll be gladly to share. Again, I've been working with my normal crew, but as well, last week was St. Expedite's Day on the 18th, so he's always worked with, but he got some extra offerings from me as well. And I've been working with some additional goddess energy and God energy to work within myself, and also with for my family as well. So let me know what you've been working with or including. And so I know Ekatai has been pretty busy with a lot of people, and Personia, which is Stephonia. This is her season as well. If you're guided to do so, which we're in Taurus season, Lakshmi loves to come in and work with her energy during this time as well. And Ganesha. So let's get in with the cards. All right. So we have 3 cards I've pulled. I have the 5 Cups in reverse. I do have the Temperance card in reverse, and I have the Princess of Swords in reverse as well, and that can be considered as the Page of Swords in the cards. So we have the 5 of Cups in reverse here. So there is 2 strong areas of protection that are going on for yourself. There's 3 areas of releasing for yourself that doesn't have anything to do with your protection. So focus on 3 areas that you need to release out of yourself. And there's 2 strong areas that are standing of protection for yourself. Continue to protect yourself and release the 3 things that you need to release. Okay, that is a personal release. It doesn't have anything to do with relationships. It's a personal release of emotions that you need to do so that you can move forward into this new sun energy. And as the full moon is illuminating that, maybe you need to go to the water and spill it out into that energy of the water. So we have Temperance in reverse. So this is, again, is about getting back in balance with yourself, taking time within yourself to balance. This is also in reference to last summer, some things that were going on in last summer, Venus in retrograde, that you're still working on. It hasn't removed itself. Continue to work on that. Go back and look into the summer of 2023 and see what you were working on through Venus in retrograde. Continue to work on it. It is not left. Continue to work on it. You may be there for a minute, and it's okay. It is in the area of love, and it's in the area of your heart, okay, of healing, okay. Also, I'm hearing there's a relationship that you're still working on healing, okay. And then we also have the Princess of Swords, okay. Now the Princess of Swords is here to let you know that you do need to work with more energy of cutting loose. A lot of release energy, cutting loose again, going back to revisit that you need to cut loose. There is also a document that you need to go back and look for. This is for someone in specific. There's a document that you need to go and look for. Okay? Those that you know what that's about, okay? It's a document that you need to look for, okay? And continue to look for. It feels like that you've given up on that document, but you need to keep cutting, and look at it. It will release itself during this particular season to show up for you, okay? This is actually a document of promise, of a inheritance that I'm hearing, okay? So go back and look for that. Okay, don't get discouraged in it. Okay, so let me know down in the comments and below. I'd like to hear from each and every one of you. I hope you enjoyed it. I did this session with us. It's been a minute. And so also connect with the website at https://crisispsychic.com. Go on and join the email there. Continue to, illuminate a candle during this time. Get outdoors if you can. Pick your crystal for your personalized self. I am still working with avitrine during this season as well. And just comment, let me know. Don't forget what I offer. Go to the website, book me, and have a wonderful week. I'll see you later.